Hi everyone, this is Dr. Cole Handy Jones here with your Handy Physical Therapy tip of the day. Today I'm going to take you through a 10-minute senior focused workout that you can do while laying in bed. During this exercise routine, we're going to put the time clock on the actual screen so you can follow along and do this in real time with me. The only thing you're going to need during this exercise program is a pillow, a rolled up towel, a blanket, or something like that. So go ahead and grab that and let's get started. The first exercise I want to do is a bridge. So for this one, you're going to be laying down with your knees bent and your feet on your bed or your ground or your table, wherever you're at. And all you're going to do is push down through your heels, squeeze your butt cheeks, and lift your butt up off the table, okay? We're going to go back and forth, controlled, okay? On your mark, get set, and go. We're going to go for 1 minute, okay? If you find while you're doing this that you have pain, or if you're cramping a lot in the back of your hamstrings, all you can do is stay down on the bed and just squeeze your butt cheeks together, okay? Or, if that's a little too easy, you can still lift up, but just not as high, okay? So go ahead and keep going. This is one of my favorite exercises for most of my patients. This works your butt muscles really well. The butt muscles are some of the most important muscles in the body. They really help control our back, hips, knees, and all the way down to our feet. They're what we need to move around in bed, to get in and out of chairs, up and down stairs, and things of that nature. So I always say they're one of the most important muscles in the body, okay? Keep on going. Got about 15 more seconds. With any of these exercises we do today, if you're having much pain, modify. Don't go as far, maybe back off the intensity you're pushing with. Listen to your body. And pause. The exercise we're going to do is called the clamshell. So for this exercise, I want you to line up your shoulders, hips, and ankles on a line, almost as if you got a wall behind you, with your knees bent to 90 degrees. While in this position, you're going to take your knees, spread them apart like a clamshell, and come back together. Up and down, just like that, okay? We're gonna get started right now. Lift the knee up and down. Same thing as before. If you're having much pain, go less motion. So even if you're only lifting your knee about an inch off your other knee, that's okay and that's appropriate, okay? As you feel better and as you get stronger, you can go farther and farther, okay? A big point of this exercise is to make sure that your hips are staying stacked on top of each other. So don't roll back at all while you do this. Keep those hips stacked and just go up and down, okay? This is another one of your hip and butt muscles, okay? I often call this the anti-waddle muscle. I'm sure you've noticed people as they tend to get older, they walk and they kind of waddle side to side like a penguin. This is that muscle that tends to be really weak in people, and so I call it the anti-waddle muscle. So if you're someone who tends to waddle a little more, maybe tips to the side as you walk, this is a really important muscle for you to work, okay? About 10 more seconds, you're doing great. This one should be a burner too, so I'm feeling it quite a bit right now in my hip and my butt muscles. And pause. Very good. We're gonna flip to the other side and do the same thing the other way, okay? So other hip on top, same routine, and timer is going. When you lift the knee up, really focus on this top butt muscle squeezing really hard, okay? This should be the muscle that's working. Every now and then I'll have people that will report feeling it other places, maybe more in the hamstring, maybe more in the groin. That means you're using the wrong muscles. So really focus on these hip and butt muscles shortening and squeezing as you lift the knee up, okay? Sometimes we refer to that as the mind-muscle connection. So you should be able to picture the muscle that's working and shortening. So right now this hip muscle is shortening every time I bring this knee up, shortening and squeezing, okay? Very good. This is another muscle that's really important in balance. So if you have noticed that you're a little unsteady right now, grabbing onto walls, counters, things like that, this is a muscle that might need to be worked in you to help with some of your balance. Good, almost there. And pause. The next exercise is called a quad set. This one is really great for the thigh muscles and help if you possibly have any knee pain at all, okay? So for this exercise, what you're gonna do, you're gonna take one of your knees, you're gonna picture taking your knee and pushing it straight down to the table while simultaneously popping up your heel. So push the knee down, pop up the heel, just like this, okay? This one is nice because we can do both legs actually at the same time. You'll take both knees, push them straight down, pop the heels up, hold, and relax. Just like that, okay? We're gonna go for a minute, all right? And go. So same thing, if you're having much pain with this, don't squeeze or push down quite as hard. Okay, that's all right. So we're really working the quad muscle with this. You can even reach down, feel your thighs, and feel those thigh muscles get firmer while you do it, okay? The thigh muscle is the single most important muscle to controlling the knee joint. So if you've ever been told you have knee arthritis or knee pain, this is probably a really important one for you. This is also one of our really important muscles that helps us do similar things as some of our butt muscles, but helps us get in and out of chairs, on and off toilets, in and out of cars, things of that nature. So this is a really important muscle for us functionally, okay? Good, you're doing great. About 10 more seconds. Keep squeezing. The goal is to hold this for about 3 to 5 seconds each contraction, but if it's painful, you can back off a little bit and just do maybe 1 second, that's appropriate. And pause. The next exercise is called the straight leg raise. This is very similar to the last one with one little modification. So for this one to start, you're going to take one of your knees and you're going to bend it up just like this. This is going to help protect your low back so we don't hurt it during this exercise. You're going to start this exercise the exact same as the last one. You're going to take your knee, push it straight down on the table, pop up the heel. While holding that straight leg, you're going to lift up off the table and bring it back down and let everything relax. Push the knee down, contract the thigh, up, down, and relax, just like that, okay? We're gonna go for a minute now, okay? And then we'll switch to the other side. So on your mark, get set, and go. Good. Didn't start my timer, there you go. So with this one, I'm not concerned with how high you're going, okay? If you can only lift it an inch off your bed or table or the ground, wherever you're at, that's more than appropriate, okay? I don't want you to go higher than your other thigh. So if I lift up really, really high, about level with my other thigh, that's the highest I would go, okay? But it's not the highest, higher the better. The most important piece of this is keeping a straight leg and then lifting, okay, and being controlled while you do it, all right? This one's probably gonna be a lot harder. So if you need to take a little mini break after you do a few of them, that's okay. Take a little break and then go right back into it, okay? This is another great one that really works this thigh muscle that controls the knee. So this is one of my favorite for people who have knee pain, knee arthritis, or any kind of knee issues, okay? Almost there, a few more seconds. Good, and pause. Now we're gonna switch the other way, okay? So bend your other knee up, keep your other one straight, and go. Good. You might notice as you do this that one side might feel a little easier than the other. That's okay. What that usually means is the one that feels harder probably needs to be worked a little more often, more frequently because it's weaker right now. Good. You might notice too, if you do have an arthritic knee, your knee doesn't get as straight as it can be, and that's very normal, but you should try to get that knee as straight as you can, okay? The straighter that your knee is, the easier you're able to walk and function and move in daily life. If your knee's bent all the time, it's almost like you move around in a little mini squat all day long, and that can be very uncomfortable in the knee joint. Good. Keep going. About 10 more seconds. Keep that knee straight while you lift. And pause. The next exercise, the exercise you need your pillow, blanket, rolled up towel, whatever that is for. You're going to take this, put it in between your knees, okay? And then you're just going to squeeze. Squeeze, hold for a few seconds, and relax. Okay, and we're going to go back and forth like that, okay? On your mark, get set, and go. So squeeze the pillow, hold for a few seconds, and relax, okay? Good. What we're doing right now is we're working some of your groin muscles, okay? That's the muscles on the inside of your thigh. You also get one of your big hamstring muscles that sits on the back of your leg when you do this motion, okay? Very important. I think you'll notice too with this one, if you have any back or hip pain, this actually might help with that, help it kind of relax. When we contract these inner muscles, it makes all the outer muscles actually turn off and relax. So if you have someone who has chronic hip or back pain, this will probably feel kind of good to you. Good. Same as all the other ones, you're going to squeeze as hard as you can without much pain. So if you're having pain or discomfort, back off a little bit, that's okay. Good. Got about 10 more seconds. Keep squeezing. And with all the others as well, if you're having much, like a ton of fatigue with this and you can't keep going, take a little break and you jump back in when you can. And pause. The next exercise we're going to do is called the pelvic tilt. This is one of my favorite for people who have back pain, but also to strengthen our abdominal muscles. So what you're going to do, take your pelvis, and you're going to picture rolling your pelvis straight back and pushing your low back into the table, and then relaxing. Push straight back, hold, and relax. Okay? On your mark, get set, and go. Good. Roll back, hold, and relax. Roll back, hold, and relax. Good. We're going to do this for a whole minute, okay? This one shouldn't be a big, hard, aggressive, bear down with everything you've got exercise. It's really just a subtle exercise. All we're doing is trying to subtly turn on some of these deep abdominal muscles, okay? You also take some of the back joints and you actually open them, which gives them a little bit of a stretch. So if you're someone who has back pain, this actually might feel kind of good to you, okay? Very simple exercise, getting those good abdominal muscles and back working a little bit, okay? With this one, make sure your shoulders stay still. They shouldn't be coming up at all to try to assist. It's just your hips move back and you're flattening out your low back, okay? You're doing awesome. We're almost there, about 10 more seconds. And pause. One more exercise. This one we're going to use our pillow, roll towel blanket for again. Okay, this one's called a short arc quad. So you're going to take this pillow, put it right underneath your knees. Okay, so your knees are bent a little bit. Okay, and then you're going to push down into your pillow or blanket or towel, whatever you have, and just try to straighten out your legs. Okay, just like that. Okay, on your mark, get set, and go. Okay. This exercise is probably the single best exercise we have to really isolate this thigh or quad muscle, okay? We've already talked about how important this one is in your function and knee pain and things of that nature. So a really, really important one for you to do, okay? Every time you're trying to get that leg as straight, the knee specifically, as straight as you possibly can, and contract these thigh muscles. Once again, sometimes I like to just check with my patients to make sure their thigh muscles are turning on. So if you put your hands there, you should be able to feel your thigh muscles get a little bit firmer, okay? Keep on going. I know we're at the end of our routine right now, so you're probably feeling a little fatigued, but do the best you can. And pause. So that's our 10-minute workout routine. I hope you got a good workout. If you feel like you still got more in your tank and more to give, go ahead and rewind this video, start at the beginning again, and go through it again. That's more than okay. If you got a good workout, great. Try this again tomorrow. It's really consistency is how you'll see your body change, muscles get stronger and things of that nature. I'll put a link up here in this corner that links you to one of my other workout videos that I do for seniors where you can actually sit down and do these exercises. So I hope you enjoy that. If you found anything that was helpful and you liked this video, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe. I'm gonna put more and more videos dedicated to seniors like you getting healthy, fit, strong, and helping with your pain, okay? So I'd love to hear from you too if you have any comments, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks. I love you, Leo.
I love Daddy.
I love you more.
I love you. Oh.